From seed to harvest, trusting God in your job search. Mark chapter 4, verse 26 through 29. And he said, So is the kingdom of God, as if a man should cast seed into the ground, and should sleep, and rise night and day, and the seed should spring and grow up. He knoweth not how, for the earth bringeth forth fruit of herself, first the blade, then the ear, after that the full corn in the ear. But when the fruit is brought forth, immediately he putteth it in the sickle, because the harvest is come. Trusting God in your job search. Mark chapter 4, verse 26 through 29 teaches a kingdom principle about how God brings growth, increase, and breakthrough in our lives. Jesus uses the picture of a seed growing in the soil to show us that God works through stages: sowing, waiting, unseen growth, and harvest. These same kingdom stages show up in many areas of life, including our job search. When we apply this principle, we can see that God is working, even when we don't see movement, and that our effort, patience, and trust all play a part in the process He designed. The seed, your effort. Nothing grows until something is planted. Your applications, your preparation, your interviews, your networking, these are your seeds. Every step you take is a seed placed in the ground. Each small action matters. God never asks you to produce the harvest, He asks you to sow faithfully. Every seed you sow is an act of faith that God will bring increase. 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 6 through 7 says, I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase. So then neither is he that planteth anything, neither he that watereth, but God that giveth the increase. This soil, God's hidden work. This is the stage that challenges most people, the unseen stage. The farmer cannot see what is happening underground. He doesn't know how the seed is transforming. In the same way, you may not see progress in your job search. You may not see callbacks, emails, or movement, but God is working behind the scenes. He is aligning opportunities, preparing the right door, and shaping the right environment. Just because you don't see anything doesn't mean nothing is happening. God does His best work in hidden places. The process. Growth happens in stages. Jesus shows us that growth is gradual, not instant. There are stages to breakthrough. First, small signs, then partial progress, then full maturity. In your job search, you may see small signs. A recruiter views your profile, a company downloads your resume, someone mentions an opportunity. These are early stalks. Then you may see interviews or assessments. That's the head forming. Finally, the full kernel. The offer arrives. Don't confuse slow growth with no growth. God moves in stages, and each stage is necessary. The waiting season. Waiting is not a punishment, it is part of God's design. The farmer cannot rush the seed, he cannot dig it up every day to check on it. He must trust the process. In your job search, waiting is often where God strengthens your faith, builds your character, and prepares the opportunity. Silence does not mean rejection, delay does not mean denial. Waiting is where God protects you from wrong doors and positions you for the right one. Trust the timing, even when you don't understand it. The harvest, God's timing. When the harvest is ready, it happens quickly. Breakthrough often comes suddenly after long seasons of silence. God does not waste ripe opportunities. When the door He prepared opens, it will fit you, align with you, and bless you. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg for it. You won't have to chase it. When God says it's time, the harvest comes with clarity, peace, and confirmation. Your job is to sow and trust. God's job is to bring the increase. I pray this teaching has helped you see your job search through the lens of God's kingdom process. Just like the man in Jesus' parable who faithfully scattered his seed, you have been sowing your own seeds. Every application you submit, every resume you prepare, every interview you attend, every step you take. None of it is wasted. God sees every seed you've planted, and He is working with them even when you cannot see the results yet. There are moments in the job search where it feels silent, slow, or discouraging. But remember, the seed grows underground long before it breaks through the surface. God is moving in ways you don't realize, arranging opportunities, preparing the right door, and shaping the right timing. Your waiting season is not empty. It is part of the process God designed, a process that leads from sowing to unseen growth to a harvest that comes in the right season. So keep sowing, keep submitting applications, keep preparing, keep trusting God with every step. Your harvest will come, and when it does, it will be the door He prepared specifically for you, the one that fits your gifts, your calling, and your future. May this teaching strengthen your faith, steady your heart, and remind you that God is guiding you from seed to harvest.